Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 25th Annual West Point Association of Graduates Ring Melt Ceremony, benefiting the class of 2026. Thank you for donating your ring or your loved one's ring. Your generosity strengthens the Long Gray Line, providing an example of the enduring principles that our beloved Academy represents, and inspiring not only those of us gathered here today, but also generations of cadets to follow. Gold we melt today symbolizes the contributions and deeds of leaders, heroes, and loved ones. Their rings will forever be a part of future West Point classes through the everlasting and tangible connection of our cherished class rings.
It's hard to believe that it's been 25 years since I had the honor and great pleasure to give life Association of Graduates Class Ring Memorial Program.
Your class ring is a symbol that identifies you as a graduate of the United States Military Academy. Carrying their legacy with you throughout your own service and reminding you that as a graduate of the United States Military Academy, we are part of something much greater than ourselves.
Thank you to all of you, to the 73 rings that have been donated to this year's Ring Melt. Your support for the future of the Long Gray Line is an inspiration to myself and to my classmates.
My father, who had intended to be buried with his ring, changed his mind when he learned of this program. He thought it only right to give back to the institution that he was so proud to be a part of. West Point gave him a good life, and we proudly and humbly return his ring as a small token of giving back, especially to the 80th anniversary of his class.
My father wore this ring for 75 years with dignity, pride, and honor.
I want to say thank you to Krista for her generosity to the Long Gray Line and for choosing to honor Steve in this way. I got to know Krista and Steve through our West Point Society, where we make wonderful relationships. This ceremony is truly unforgettable.
May this ring, a symbol of his life's gold, now strengthen and bless all those who come next in the Long Gray Line.
I am honored to support this program. To the class of 2026, you are at the beginning of a great adventure.
The pride and the honor that I feel as a West Point graduate is only surpassed by being the mother of 2 cadets.
I thank West Point for this proper ending to his ring.
Legacy Gold contains trace elements of gold from class rings donated over the last 24 years. The Legacy Gold will be added to the 73 newly donated class rings that are already in the crucible. The resulting gold, representing 968 rings, will be forged into the West Point rings for the class of 2026, and a small portion reserved for future classes. Through the Class Ring Memorial Program, each new class ring encompasses the fortitude, wisdom, and inspiration of the core of an earlier day. May the service and patriotic sacrifice of those whose rings have been donated remain physically and symbolically with the class of 2026 as they wear their class rings proudly.
Gold unites, legacy ignites. These 4 words capture the heart of this ceremony. How the gold from your loved one's rings binds us to the shared values of duty, honor, and country that define the Long Gray Line.
You know, you have these graduates from like the late 1800s, and you have astronauts, you have generals, you have all this story, all these people that have done so much. It's exciting to think that that's going to be on my finger. It's kind of exciting to know that all that past, all that history, all those accomplishments were once worn by something I will soon be carrying with me as well. And it's kind of like inspiring. It makes me, well, I got to do something too. You know, I got to leave something for when I come back 50 years and I put my ring in that furnace, you know, there's a story to go with that as well. Something that they can carry on.
And I'll look down at my ring and I'll think of him and of what his family talked about and how wonderful they were to be with today, but also what he has done in the past. And what everyone else here, their piece of their life was dedicated and given and is part of my ring.
So for the class of 26, as they're moving out, what I would say is, well, one thing I know you will be, you're going to be that West Point captain. You're going to be that West Pointer that touches the lives of dozens or hundreds of young Americans, makes them better Americans, and they'll make you better Americans, and we'll all have a better country for it. That I can be sure of. So we're here to pass on our legacy and help you make your legacy, and can't wait to see what you do with it. Good luck and God bless.